Hey everybody, how's it going? I'm Sethum and welcome back to another video guide for Conan Exiles. Today in this video, folks, I'm going to be showing you how to obtain the Undead Pets, as well as a little secret that I found in this game. And that will involve how to get certain weapons that aren't really technically in the game, or at least shouldn't yet be in the games as a result of this little patch. So if you folks enjoy this video, please do not forget to support me in the channel by hitting that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you're new and haven't already for more similar content from myself. And if you have just subscribed, why not check out some of my other videos and guides here on this channel. Who knows, you might just enjoy them. And don't forget to hit that bell icon so that you get notified when I upload new videos. Also, for those interested, you can always find me on the Sethtopia Discord. Links to this, of course, you can find down below in the video's description, as well as in a pinned comment from myself. So first things first, let's get into the video itself. So several things have changed here at the summoning place, and obviously we now have the Undead Pets that you can obtain. So I'm going to go through all of the changes with regards to some feats and where you can get the ability to craft your Undead Pets. So once, a long time ago, you could get the Skull Breaker or Skull Collector or whatever the feat was from over here, but that has now changed its location, and I'm going to show you where you can find it. So you'll need to walk into the summoning place and then go to the right, once again up to the right, and over here in front of me, which is not here, you will have a brute to fight, as well as two of these NPCs. On this side right here, you can get the Skull Breaker, Skull Collector, whatever the feat is called. I cannot quite remember. So I'll show you what it is. It's the one that you can craft the skulls on a pike. It's this one right here. So you've got all these four ornamental things that you can put around your base. So coming from the same position, I'm going to show you where to get the Witch Doctor feat that will teach you how to craft the undead. So next to the spot right here, you have a book, interact with it, and that is it. That is how you learn this new feat. So we'll go into feat, we'll have a look at what this teaches you, and once you've learned this new feat, you will be able to craft the Skeleton Warrior, Legion Warrior, the Undead Hyena, Undead Kappa, and the Undead Monstrosity. Now for that you will require bones, and you will also require the Powder of Corruption, which I'm going to show you how to get. So these are the things that you can learn over here. So to get the Corrupted Powder, just go into any Defari camp, and these metal chests will contain the Corrupted Powder. Also, you will want to pick up the bones, as they will also contain bones, and you will need bones quite a lot of bones at least to get them. I'm also going to show you a couple of other changes here in the summoning place that have taken place. So I'm just going to pick up the bones from here as well. So as you'll see, all of the metal chests now contain the Powder of Corruption as well as the bones. So pick both of them up if you want to get these pets, and you will want to get these pets because there is something good to get out of them. There is a specific weapon that is not yet in the game, and as I said, this will be towards the end of the video, and I'm going to show you how to get those weapons. This is only for the time that this game or this patch is broken. Over here we have the new Yogg feat, where you learn the emotes, so that's moved place as well. Now if we continue going around, you'll see more of these chests. Be sure to loot them, be sure to take the bones and all of the other good stuff that you want out of them. Do bear in mind, these guys are hostile, so you will have to fight your way through them. And right there in that corner, there should be two more chests. So this is an easy way of also collecting bones. As you can see, there's always a guaranteed chance of getting bones out of these chests. Now I'm going to show you what's happened with the rest of the feats. So there's nothing around here as far as I can see, but if we go down here, there used to be two feats close to each other. So as you can see, the Yogg emotes are not here anymore. That's because they moved up at the top or the back of the summoning place. This one right here is now up there next to the shrine. Another feat that has changed is the weapons feat, the Defari weapons feat, and I'm going to show you that once things spawn in. So down here at the entrance of the dregs, you will see a Defari weapon right here on this bench, or yeah, it's a bench. So also want to point something out in that, of course, not all of the chests in the Defari camps have the powder of corruption and bones, or they will have bones but not the powder of corruption. So there's that chest right there that you just saw that guy sat next to or knelt to, that will also have the powder of corruption. So once you've unlocked the feat, you can craft all of these undead pets in the fireball cauldron. For the purposes of this video, I have the best fireball cauldron. It doesn't really make a difference, but this is what you'll need for each individual pet. So that means you will need the corrupted bones and the weathered skull for the skeletons. Weathered skulls are easy to get, and I'll show you how to get all of these things later on in the video. However, in order to craft the corrupted bones, you will need the powder of corruption and 10 bones. So just going to show you how to craft all of the creatures that have come with this patch. And so you see you will need the heads of a lot of creatures and the weathered skulls. So up here at the top you can find the corrupted bones, and as you can see you will need 10 corrupted bones and 1 powder of corruption. I've shown you how to get the bones and the powder of corruption. I'm going to show you how long it takes to craft these just to get an idea. So as you can see, it does take a while to craft them. So you might want to do other stuff whilst these things are being crafted in your fireball cauldron. So once you've got all of the ingredients to craft your brand new pets, you can just craft them. As you can see, they do take a long time to craft, but they also yield quite a decent amount of XP. So with all that said and done, now it's time for me to show you how to get the other ingredients needed to craft these pets. So first place here, you want to be at Shellback Hollow, where you can find the undead shellbacks, and so you'll have to kill them once you go inside and harvest them with a meat cleaver to get the heads. So as you can see, there are a ton of undead shellbacks right here. I'm going to use the admin commands to kill them quickly. I'm going to harvest them, and as you can see, you can get a head. Obviously, this is only a chance of getting a head, so you might have to kill 1 or 2, maybe 3 in order to get that head. I'm going to go further inside to show you how many of these creatures there are around here. Obviously, the shellbacks are the ones that, of course, have the least amount of HP, but they are also the easiest to farm as well. So as you can see, there are quite a few of these in this cave. Next place we're going to go to is the sinkhole, which is right here on the map, and from there we can get quite a few ingredients. So it's definitely the place to go to get quite a few stuff for some of the creatures. So as you can see, we've got the undead hyenas right here, so you want to kill them. This guy's glitching out quite badly. I'm not sure what's going on, if the server's going... Oh, okay. So the server's not going down. I did worry about that. So hack them with your meat cleaver. Obviously, with the undead hyenas, as with all the others, there is a chance of not getting the head, so you might have to go through quite a few. Now, I could do some cuts and stuff and just show you when the undead hyena head has been obtained, but I want to show you how many of these you might have to kill in order to get a head. As you can see, there are quite a few undead hyenas around the sinkhole. So still not got one yet. There we go, that is it. So it took me quite a few hyenas to get that head. So I'll place that there. And I'm going to get rid of all the other things. Then I'm going to show you how to get the head for the undead monstrosity, which can also, of course, be obtained here at the sinkhole. So in order to do that, you will want to go into the sinkhole, and right at the top level, you will see the serpent men, or whatever they're called, or yeah, these skeletons right there in front of me. And so there's normally about 3 of them up here. You want to kill them. They are a bit tougher to kill, but once you kill them, harvest them with a meat cleaver, and as you saw there, you got the head. Also, you will want weathered skull. Now, weathered skulls are a bit, I don't know, kind of janky to get in that. Obviously, there are a ton of skeletons here, but if you kill and harvest these skeletons in the sinkhole, as you can see, just get putrid meat. However, to get the weathered skulls, you can go into Unnamed City and harvest the skeletons that you kill, and you have a greater chance of getting the weathered skull. So I'm going to kill a few skeletons here just to show you how frequent these things drop. So you can collect quite a few of these weathered skulls, and with the weathered skulls you can of course use to craft skeletons in the unstable animation and stable animation. So obviously you'll want to do this because the skeletons are actually quite powerful compared to the pets. Obviously getting the other pets in the game, if you want to get them, you'll probably get them just because they look nice and interesting, and it's more a PvE thing rather than a PvP thing, I would have thought. So with that being said and done, let's look at the pets. So over here, as you can see, they all have spoil timers in their inventory, primarily 48 hours on my server, so probably a 24-hour spoil timer on official servers. However, do bear in mind that some of them also have a shorter spoil timer. I'm not sure if that's meant to be a thing, but just keep that in mind. So now that we've done all this, let's have a look at what you can expect from these creatures. So as you can see, you cannot put any weapons in their inventory, or if you do, obviously nothing will happen. They will just have their own weapons, so they do come with their own weapons and armor, at least from a visual perspective. So the Undead Wretch has only 1 HP. Over here we have the skeletons. Also, do bear in mind that there isn't any tab to show you a section where you can put armors on them, so you can't really do that. Next up is the skeleton. This guy has 2,487 HP and has a 10% chance of being crafted in the Fireball Cauldron. After that we have the Skeleton Warrior, which has 3,610 HP and a 25% chance of being crafted in the Fireball Cauldron. Then we have the White, which has 4,647 HP with a 50% chance of being crafted. Do bear that in mind, because I'm going to show you something, as I said, at the end of this video for these last two skeletons. Then we have the Legion Warrior, which is the one that you want to get, and this guy has 8,265 HP and a 15% chance of being crafted in the Fireball Cauldron. So obviously you will want to craft the stable animation for the Skeleton Warrior, the White, and the Legion Warrior. Whereas with the unstable animation, you will be able to get either the Unstable Wretch, the Skeleton, or the Skeleton Warrior. Over here we have the Hyena, and as you can see, the Hyena has 2,746 HP. And we're going to go into the Undead Kappa, which is right next to it. And as you will see, the Undead Kappa has 1,882 HP, so it is the most easiest one to get if you ask me, but also equally the one that is the most killable. And then finally over here we have the Undead Monstrosity with 5,565 HP. So obviously the Undead Monstrosity is simply the most powerful one that you can get in terms of the animal ones, whereas with the skeletons you'll want to go for the Legion Warrior. So let me show you what I was on about at the beginning of the video. I have killed off all of these skeletons, and as you can see, once you kill them, you can get their weapons. Now, of course, some of them will be stuff like the Ancient Kaplesh or the Stygian Kaplesh, but that's not anything special. However, when you do kill the White and the Legion Warrior, you'll be able to get this. As you can see, it is an epic weapon, and if you look at the lower left corner, there isn't a durability bar on it. Very, very interesting. So let's look at the Legion Warrior. You will get Tillith's Laminate. Let me pronounce that better. So obviously, there is a good way of farming the Tillith's Laminate without actually doing the dungeon. Obviously, it is quite a bit of work, I suppose, in terms of trying to get these. But you can equip them on your thralls. Now, very important to know is that you cannot put weapon mods on any of these two weapons that I've just shown you. They are broken because you shouldn't really be getting them, but I guess the devs didn't consider the fact that these creatures might die, and once they die, they pretty much have a loot inventory that would probably be found on these creatures when they're wild. Now, in terms of the whites, of course, you can now access their inventory and get their weapons, although the weapon itself is not in the admin panel, or you cannot find it in the game, at least to my knowledge. So as you can see, they have nothing in their inventory. There's no way of getting the weapon. Once you've killed it, you now have the weapon that this creature once had. Now that is totally cool. Obviously, this is going to get fixed at some point, so of course, might as well get it while you can. Now, the only reason I'm showing this is because it's not necessarily a game-breaking thing, because as I'll show you, the weapon doesn't really give you very many benefits as such. Same thing applies to Thralls Laminate, but I thought I might as well show you because you can always equip your thralls with them just for the looks of it, or you can go walking around the map with a weapon that nobody else has, and that would be the ghostly axe over here. So I'm going to show you right now what it looks like, and then I'll show you a nice little trick or secret for this weapon. I'm trying to show it off, but as you can see, it works like a normal axe. It's usable in terms of damage and abilities and stats. It doesn't really have anything special, as you can see, but it does not have a durability bar. Whereas with the Thralls Laminate, and I always do this mistake, I don't know why I never learn. Over here, as you can see, it has taken or lost durability. However, this is quite easy to get. I don't know if you can repair it or not, but I can tell you that you cannot put weapon mods on them, as it will not work as such. So that is it from me for this video, folks. I do hope that you have enjoyed it and found it useful and informative. If you have, please do not forget to support me and the channel by hitting that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you're new and haven't already for more similar content from myself. And if you have just subscribed, why not check out some of my other videos and guides here on this channel. Who knows, you might just enjoy them. And don't forget to hit that bell icon so that you get notified when I upload new videos. Also, for those interested, you can always find me on the Sethtopia Discord. Links to this, of course, you can find down below in the video's description, as well as in a pinned comment from myself. Until next time, stay safe, folks.